Welcome to our Best Hand Mixer of 2023 competition video. In this video, we'll tell you how to choose a hand mixer and what to pay attention to. There are many models on the market, but most of them are not convenient to use, can't grind solid products, or break at all. Pay attention only to certain criteria, because many characteristics are useless for the user. Today we'll find out what should be the power of a hand mixer so that it can cope with the processing of any product. We will also show the top 5 hand mixers that cost less than $50 in this video. We cover all the criteria we use to evaluate each hand mixer, and based on that data, we reveal the best overall choice as well as the best budget choice. All product links are in the description, so let's get started. So, what do you need to pay attention to when buying a hand mixer? We have highlighted 3 main criteria. Wattage. The higher the power of the hand mixer, the less effort you will put into whipping the products. The range of 200-350 W is considered average power. We advise you to choose models with a power of at least 400 W. Such a mixer can cope even with dense dough, process large volumes of products, and at the same time will be less overheated and therefore will last longer. Number of speeds. The higher the speeds, the more convenient it is to set the desired mode of whipping. For everyday use is enough to 5, and for cooking complex dishes from products of different textures and densities, consider models with 7 and more speeds. There are also additional modes, turbo and pulse, which expand the capabilities of the mixer. Number and type of attachments. Usually, the set includes 1-2 whisks for whipping and hooks designed for kneading thick dough. More expensive models have additional attachments. Masher attachments for creating mashed potatoes, spatula attachments that mix a variety of ingredients well but do not require whipping, and blender attachments that thoroughly pulverize ingredients to a homogeneous state. In addition, we have added a number of additional criteria. Ergonomics. As this is a handheld appliance, you need a comfortable handle. Here you need to understand what kind of handle is suitable for you in the kitchen. There are curved, some have overlays and more. Item weight. The heavier the device, the more difficult it is to keep it in place during use, so you should give preference to lighter models that weigh no more than 3 pounds. Material. Usually the mixer is made of plastic, and the attachments are made of metal. Durable metal withstands a heavy load and cleaning with almost any detergent. It does not leave scratches. It should be remembered that plastic is not so durable. It requires more delicate care. Cord length. Too short a cord will hamper the work and make the process unsafe, so we advise you to choose a device with a cord of at least 40 inches. So, the first model on our list is the Proctor Silex Easy Mix 5-speed electric hand. It is the most budget-friendly model. It has a peak power of only 100 watts, 5 speeds, and only 2 standard whipping attachments in the set. There are no whisks or dough hooks. It has a lightweight and compact design, weighing in at 1.5 lbs, making it easy to handle and taking up less space when stored. There is a bowl stand that conveniently stabilizes the mixer on the edge of the bowl when the mixer is not in use to free up your hands. The price of this model, however, is only $15. As the manufacturer claims, the mixer has all the power you need to mix various ingredients, whether you're making cookie dough or adding dry ingredients like flour and nuts to a thick batter. But here are user reviews that say otherwise. Ryan Gonzalez says that thicker textured foods, such as thick mashed potatoes, are difficult to mix with this mixer. This mixer is only suitable for you if you are a casual user and plan to mix or whip something lightweight. Darlene O. shared her experience with this mixer. It lasted her less than 2 months, and the motor burned out very quickly. And Stein tells me that the mixer speeds are not different at all, and the first and fifth are the same. And the most unpleasant thing is that it broke after the first use, although she was just making pancakes. Based on the user's opinion, we can say that for basic needs and mixing light textures, this mixer is suitable, but do not put on it large tasks. As it turned out, a budget option does not mean quality. Often, users complain about its rapid unusability. When choosing this model, be sure to pay attention to this. The next model in this rating is the SHARDOR Hand Mixer Electric 6-speed turbo handheld mixer. This mixer has a little more power, 250 watts. So how does this affect its performance? There are more attachments in the set: 1 whisk, 2 standard attachments, and 2 dough hooks, which makes it possible to work with more products. There is a button, thanks to which the attachments are quickly and easily removed with one touch. This hand mixer also includes a handy latch case that holds all the attachments, reducing the chance of losing or misplacing them. And the cord is 59 inches long, which increases the mobility of the device and makes working in the kitchen a comfortable experience. This mixer has 6 speeds, and there is also a turbo function to turn on the maximum speed with a single press. The corresponding button must be held down. If you release it, the device will work at the previously set speed. But many users note that when using the mixer even at the lowest speed, the revolutions are too high, because of which all the ingredients are constantly flying out of the bowl and there is no possibility of normal mixing, and the turbo button is not needed here at all. The price of this model is $25. SM Mansbach notes that this model has a convenient storage box that holds all the attachments, and the mixer is functional and well suited for the amateur chef. HMCK talks about how the lowest speed is too fast. I had to use a huge bowl to keep the food from flying everywhere. A convenient storage bowl and the presence of 5 attachments cannot fail to bribe, but you need to take into account that the mixer at all speeds is too powerful, which will not appeal to everyone. Third on our list was the Hamilton Beach 6-speed electric hand mixer with Whisk. Bestseller. Over 10,000 units were sold last month. One of the first things users praise about this model is that it has a removable attachment case that easily snaps into place, preventing whisk loss and reducing clutter in the kitchen. This mixer has a peak power of 250 watts and 6 speeds, so it can easily handle a wide variety of ingredients, from nuts to whipped cream. And with the quick burst button, you can remove the attachments from the mixer at any time, quickly, and without getting your hands dirty. It is made of plastic and stainless steel and weighs only 2.86 pounds. It comes with 2 standard attachments, a whipping attachment and a whisk. And there is a much-loved bowl stand feature that frees up your hands and stabilizes the mixer on the edge of the bowl when the mixer is not in use, so drips go into the bowl but spread across the table. And the best part is the price, only $22. So what do customers say about this mixer? The Amazon customer says that the mixer is very compact, takes up little space in the kitchen, is easy to clean, and does a great job. But another user thinks that the mixer does not have enough power to make dough, and that the device gets hot when working intensively for a long time. Another review claims that there is no low speed, even though it is very fast, and there is not much difference in speed from first to fourth. This model has become a bestseller for a reason. For standard tasks, this mixer is ideal. But it is better not to work with light textures with this mixer but to turn it on when all the ingredients have been mixed into a thicker composition, which the speed of this device will most likely cope with. And the next mixer, LILPARTNER hand mixer electric, already has a speed of 400 watts. Let's see how much of an impact this has on the final performance of the appliance. As with the previous model, the set comes with 2 standard attachments, a whisk and 2 dough hooks. There are also 5 speeds, and there is turbo boost and automatic speed, which allow you to accelerate each speed at the same time. To do this, you just need to press the corresponding button, and running the mixer on low speed will effectively prevent the ingredients from splashing, which is a plus, unlike the previous model. The appliance uses 3-dimensional blowing. Thanks to it, the air is thermoregulated, which helps the mixer not overheat and increases the longevity of its service life. Therefore, you will be able to mix evenly, as with fat cream or dough, as well as milk and eggs. The body is made of tough material and resistant to wear and tear, and the round handle provides comfort at work. This model costs $40. This mixer is suitable for beginners and professional bakers alike, as it has the right speed and dough hooks for this purpose. A special feature is that the attachment box cannot be attached to the mixer. It is for storage only. The user Lost the Race confirms that this mixer is great for making dough, and at low speeds, you can prepare something light like sauces and batter. Also notes the convenience of storing attachments in a special container. But Crinreno, although satisfied with the work of the mixer, considers a big minus that the storage box for attachments is not attached to the mixer, and this design is not a single piece, which is uncomfortable. The LILPARTNER hand mixer electric is a powerful and multifunctional mixer suitable for mixing dried products, liquid ingredients, as well as for cakes, cookies, and bread, for beating butter, eggs, etc. It works well with all products but has an awkward nozzle storage container that lacks a latch. The last model in our rating is the Yomelo 9-speed digital hand mixer electric. It has a powerful motor and a large number of speeds, so what is it capable of? Let's find out. There's 400 watts of power and 9 speeds, lowest 1 to 3 for slow mixing of the dough. The highest was from 6 to 9 for the fast foaming of egg whites. There is also an additional turbo button. There is also a soft start system. Instead of immediately starting mixing at high speed, there's a gradual acceleration that helps prevent splattering or bloating, as often happens with low-speed mixers. That means you can work with absolutely any product with this appliance. Weighing only 1.7 lbs, the mixer also has a digital screen and touch buttons. All of this will make your work in the kitchen easier, and the quiet sound with a volume below 60 decibels ensures that you won't disturb your family and neighbors. It comes with a whisk attachment, 2 standard whipping attachments, a stirring wand, and 2 dough hooks. They are made of 304 stainless steel and are dishwasher safe. And also included is a removable storage case, but with a latch unlike the previous model, which allows you to comfortably store all the attachments together. Although the equipment in this model is richer than the previous model, the price is the same, $40. The Jazzy user confirms that the digital screen and touch buttons are easy to operate, and the speed change helps to mix different products. Erica Bookie, on the other hand, tells us that dry products like butter or flour, even on the lowest speed, should not be mixed in this mixer, as they will spread all over the kitchen. She had to use a pot lid to protect the surface of the pot. This mixer is quite powerful, and even the lowest speed still gives high revolutions. This is why it is best not to use the turbo button. However, this number of speeds makes it possible to use the mixer for mixing a wide variety of products, including eggs, whipped cream, liquid dough, batter, frosting, salad dressing, and even shredding cooked chicken. To summarize, before choosing a hand mixer, you need to understand exactly what you will use it for. If you want to mix products of different textures, you need a power of at least 400 watts, like the Yomelo 9-speed digital hand mixer electric model. If you are a baker or just a baking enthusiast and you constantly need to knead dough, then be sure to choose powerful models with special hook attachments, like the LILPARTNER hand mixer electric. And if you only need a mixer for soft, liquid products, then 100 watts like the Proctor Silex Easy Mix 5-speed electric hand mixer will be quite enough. Tell us what hand mixer we forgot about in the comments section below. Like the video if it was useful for you and subscribe to the channel. That's the best way you can support us. Thank you, and I'll see you in your next video.